Disability is not inability, a phrase many might be familiar with. For many Kenyans living with disabilities in Kenya, this is a phrase they have not been given enough opportunities to prove. Many people know it, say it and hear it, but do they really believe it? We talked to Phoebe Nyagudi, the Chief Executive Officer for the National Council for Persons with Disability.
If people could change that attitude, change the mindset, to accept that disability is a condition that can visit anybody. Yeah?
She believes that a good number of persons living with disabilities in Kenya are still discriminated against, especially in education, training and job opportunities.
Before you are even given chance to prove yourself, whether you can perform or not.
Different groups of people with disabilities face different types and degrees of discrimination. Those with mental disabilities often face the worst forms of abuse and discrimination. Very few receive care in hospital, and it is not uncommon to see others locked up in chains in their homes. The deaf, the mute, the blind, and the physically disabled often find themselves treated as an economic burden. However, thanks to established schools and vocational training, a small number is able to live productive lives as adults. Many of the Kenyans best known to demonstrate that disability is not inability become disabled as adults and have had to relearn the basics of life with physical limitations.
After my life change was to realize the differences in life. Disability life and the life before is like day and night. It's a different culture. It's a different ball game. You're used to just doing things on impulse. Now I have to think about small things like if I want to travel from point A to point B.
Though for the disabled persons, their troubles and success may vary with social stratification, Phoebe says that Kenya as a country is trying with the Persons with Disability Act of 2004 and the exemption in taxes. Money is also allocated to the disabled persons for economic empowerment by the government. But Phoebe says one must write a proposal. Many do not. Most environments are not friendly for persons with disability. According to the 2009 census, Kenya has an estimated number of disabled persons at 1.3 million. That is 3.5% of the total population. Even as the world celebrates the World Disability Day next month, it is clear that a lot needs to be done, from the government to employers and individuals.
In terms of how I live and where I live, I have to choose places depending on are the corridors wider, the doorway, the bathrooms.
When you're coming up with your programs, what percentage are you giving to disability? How are you going to address it?
Kenya Re and the Standard Group launched the Niko Fiti Ability Beyond Disability campaign that is expected to help people with disability participate more actively both in economic and social life. The campaign, expected to run for 3 years, is aimed at sensitizing the general public about people with disabilities, as well as ensuring that they are engaged at different levels in different aspects of life. Mercy Kandiye, KTN Prime.